Hey everybody, it is Professor Hatch, and I am here. Turn my phone upside down so it doesn't distract me. I'm here to talk about the Big Ugly research paper, which you are going to be working on beginning this week. It's currently Monday, April 15th when I'm making this video, by the way, 2024. Just in case someone is watching this a year or two from now. In any case, I'm as with everything this semester, I'm doing everything last minute, including this. So let's talk about the research paper prompt, and I'll elaborate where necessary, or where I think is necessary. Anyway, I'm going to share my screen. So here's the prompt in Canvas, which literally just got opened up in this week's module. Excuse me. So resisting genocide in America. Um, this research paper is actually going to build on the previous essays you've already written for this class. The third essay, which by the time you are starting to work on this, you will not yet have begun work on the third essay, but by the time you are done with that essay, you'll be able to use some of what you wrote for this assignment, which I did in the hopes of, I don't know, making your lives a little bit easier because I'm awesome. Anyway, so the assignment is this. One, identify which stage of genocide we're currently in. We're currently at in America using the 10 stages of genocide handout. That should be one body paragraph. Identify recommended strategies for resisting that stage, as mentioned in the handout, also one body paragraph. And then propose no less than two methods for implementing those strategies, one body paragraph each. And finally, choose which of those two methods is the best method. That should also be one body paragraph. So that is 5 body paragraphs total, which means a total of 7 paragraphs for this research paper. And just as an example, and I need to update this prompt with links to all these handouts and crap, but I'll do that after I'm done recording. Just as an example, so if you look at the 10 stages of genocide handout and decide that we're in stage 4, which is the dehumanization stage, then you'll look for the part that offers suggestions for how to combat that stage. From the handout, it says, in combating dehumanization, incitement to genocide should not be confused with protected speech. Genocidal societies lack constitutional protection for countervailing speech, and they should be treated differently than democracies. Local and international leaders should condemn the use of hate speech and make it culturally unacceptable. Leaders who incite genocide should be banned from international travel and have their foreign finances frozen. Hate radio stations. This was written a very long time ago, so, radio stations, television stations, I don't know, social media platforms. You get the idea. Uh, should be jammed or shut down, and hate propaganda and its sources should be banned from social media and the internet. Hate crimes and atrocities should be promptly punished. That's on page 1 of the handout. So this gives you a lot to choose from if you choose to go with shutting down hate radio stations or sites or whatever, and making the use of hate speech culturally unacceptable. Then you'll need to think of possible ways for making those things happen in our country. Once you've done that, you'll need to decide which of those two ideas is the best and write a paragraph explaining why it's the best of the two. And please note that I'm not asking you to come up with some sort of perfect solution. I'm just asking you to propose a reasonable method for implementing these ideas into action. Um, the only methods, by the way, that you're not allowed to propose are something incredibly unlikely, such as a constitutional amendment or an act of God. Um, Theoretically, a constitutional amendment is more likely than an act of God, but in practicality, the Equal Rights Amendment has been floating around the country literally my entire life, and it has yet to pass. So take that for what you will. Anyway, other solutions are reasonable. Other reasonable solutions are fine though. Like, I don't know, if we're talking about shutting down hate radio stations or websites or whatever, you know. How do we do that? Do we propose a law? Do we write a new law saying, or do we add, we already have hate crime laws or hate speech laws, so like maybe we add an addendum to that law so that any website that is promoting hate speech is to be shut down, which will cause a huge debate in our country because we love the right to free speech, but when the speech that is being uttered is advocating for dehumanization of people, then I don't know, maybe in that particular instance, the freedom of speech should be, I don't know, waived. You get the idea. That is an idea that is going to piss off a lot of people. Nonetheless, uh, I don't know, that's a possible method of putting that idea into action. In any case, so under procedure here, this is a large assignment and completing it is going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort, a lot of energy. So the process of researching, writing this essay is entirely up to you. The way I would probably go about doing it is breaking it into 3 stages. Stage 1 is to decide which stage we are currently in. And once you've settled on a stage, look at the handout for how to resist it, and then just do simple Google research for possible ways of putting those ideas into action. Like seriously, Google the phrase, should we ban websites that advocate for genocide? I don't know. It's pretty simple start. Yeah, do something along those lines. Stage 2 is to search our library's academic database for scholarly articles that discuss these methods of resisting genocide. And if you're having a hard time with this, please, please, please take the time to consult with a research librarian. Those people are magic. I might be able to help you. They will be able to help you. They are amazing. Um, and then stage 3 is going to be to organize your research into an outline, which you'll eventually turn into a working rough draft, which of course will eventually be revised into your final draft. You're very familiar with this process at this point in the semester. And as always, while you're working on this assignment, by all means, make use of the research of the English 1A outline template and the English 1A essay template. And then obviously refer to this video, which will be embedded into this proposal once I'm done recording. Also, I just want to call your attention to how I'm going to be grading this essay. Because it's your final essay, I'm going to be grading it the way I would normally grade an essay in, say, a 1B class, which is organization and structure are 30 points. Response to prompt, analysis, and evidence are all 20 points each. And then, spelling, grammar, punctuation, all that stuff, that's 10 points. It all matters this time around. In previous essays, I have graded like 2 of those things with more weight than the others because I was trying to focus on that. For this is the culmination of your work this semester. I'm just going to treat it as a normal essay. Let's look at the requirements real quick. 1,500 to 2,000 words. Please no less than 1,500, but also try to keep it at no more than 2,000, just because, reading these and grading them takes some time. No less than 3 sources, which honestly is not many sources at all. One of them needs to be the 10 Stages of Genocide handout, and the other 2 must come from scholarly peer-reviewed academic journals. Additional sources are allowed, but they all have to be from scholarly journals, academic journals. Your essay must have a well-developed intro that ends with a clearly stated thesis statement. And then, as mentioned above, 1 paragraph discussing what stage of genocide we're at, 1 paragraph discussing the recommended actions for resisting it, 1 paragraph each for your proposed methods of putting that resistance into action, and then 1 1 body paragraph stating which of those methods are the best and why. Why matters. So, yeah, well, this essay should have nearly flawless MLA formatting, including font, blah, 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 blah. It's MLA formatting. It's the final paper. You should be familiar with all this. And again, make use of the essay template if that is an area that you struggle with. And then all of this stuff under the successful paper will do the following as standard stuff. And then please do not write in the second person you, do not address the reader. Please don't pose any questions. No essay, no academic essay should be asking questions. It should be making statements. And then no quotes, no block quotes, no quotes that are longer than 4 lines. So like this gigantic quote that I use up here under the example, this is way too long to be using in an essay. Way too long. Keep your quotes, to 4 lines or less, please. All right. I think that's everything that I really needed to say about this. Hopefully that makes sense. But of course, if you have questions about anything, text me on Remind 24/7. I'll respond as soon as I can. Is that everything? Yeah, that's everything. All right. Bye.